Good morning, my name is Mark and I'm with GryphonHR, and I'm here today to show you how easy it is to perform Form I-9 and E-Verify with GryphonHR integrated with iSims. So to get started here, we're looking at a particular position, Director of Integrations, and we're going to submit a candidate that we have submitted for approval for this job and advance them to being hired. So with that, we're going to go ahead and find that person that we submitted, David Cook here. Underneath Recruiter Submitted, we're going to click that and go to Advance. We want to go ahead and advance them as hired, start onboarding. So with that, then you can come down here. We're going to fill out some information in particular to this employee. So their hire date will be today, but their start date will actually be on Monday. And we are going to, they're going to actually come in-house even though we're in the middle of COVID. They're going to come into the office and they're going to be at the corporate headquarters here. So once we've filled out that information, now we just need to pick the appropriate workflow for them to go through, which is our GryphonHR new hire workflow. And we can see with this particular workflow, they just have the I-9 task that they need to complete. So we'll go ahead and add that task. We'll send the candidate an email from within the iCims portal. And we're all set. The candidate should have received an email link. We're going to go ahead and next log in as the candidate to simulate them. And we're just going to make sure we set the password here. We'll save that detail. And I've got the candidate onboarding portal listed in another window here. So we'll go ahead and we're going to now log in as David. And we're going to walk through his welcome page, some information he may have to fill out prior to starting. And we go ahead and now we're taken into the list of tasks he has to complete. And as you can see here, we've got a link to the GryphonHR onboarding tasks, and we're presented with a link to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this link. Before I go much further, I'm just going to jump over here briefly back to iSims and show you underneath the screening tab that that's been updated to sign section 1. And that's really the first step in the I-9 workflow, but we're going to watch and see how this progresses as we complete the process. So jumping back over here then, we're going inside section 1 workflow for David now, and our wizard-based approach is going to walk you through completion of section 1. So we're going to go ahead and put in his details, and there's some specific information we're filling out here based upon E-Verify. So it's not totally random. All right, so we'll fill out his social number here, his date of birth, and that is that. And he is actually going to be a U.S. citizen. So we're going to select that, and now we're presented with just reviewing his information prior to submitting it. He attests that he's aware of federal law and et cetera, so we're going to go ahead and sign. We've got a couple of options within GryphonHR. We've got the ability to sign with our finger, sign with a click to sign, or generate a cursive signature. So our click to sign just looks like that. If we actually click it twice, it cursives, or scripted, so to speak, and then we can actually, like I said, use the mouse to sign as well. So I'm going to do that. And again, as part of the I-9 process, did anybody assist you? We'll say no. And that's it. He's all finished. When we click Finish Now, we're going to be taken back into the iSims as mark that task as completed, which is great. It's exactly what we're looking for. If we come back in over here, we do have to kind of go back and forth here for a second just to see the update. Now we can see down here under I-9 and E-Verify that it's been updated to sign section 2. And we're actually given a link here that'll take us right into GryphonHR to complete that section 2 if I was the iSims HR recruiter or coordinator responsible for completing that. And we have some other options this video won't get into, but for purposes here, we're going to go ahead and click this link to go in and complete section 2 of the process. So I'll do that here, and it's going to prompt me to log in. And once I log in, it takes me right into David section 2. And we see here we're going to pick, again, particular information to get an e-verify result. So we'll select, let's see here, he needs a Mississippi driver's license. All right, oops, wrong one, not 1927, but 2027. And he's going to provide us his social security card as well. And it's going to prompt us for an upload. I'm just going to use a fake one at the moment. And we'll go ahead and provide that document. We'll review that information real quick. And now we will come into here, and again, we'll confirm the start date. We have an attestation for the authorized representative who reviewed the documents, and same options here for signing. So I'm going to go ahead and double click that one to generate a scripted one here. And now again, we're jumping in, and we immediately will send that information over to eVerify once it's complete. This particular screen is just showing us that we've already submitted information as part of this testing validation process. We've submitted a couple cases here for David. But I want to show you something in iSims before we actually create the case here. So again, if I jump back over into the iSims portal here, and I'm just going to navigate away and then navigate back, we can see now that our I-9 and eVerify has been updated. So that shows that eVerify is a step that we're on or working to complete. And then here's now, again, an updated link that'll take us right into processing that eVerify case within GryphonHR. So it's very nice because this is going to keep track of the status and workflow as you work through the process. And it'll be updating links as things happen in the system behind the scenes. I'm going to go ahead and process this case now, just to jump back over here. And this comes up again when you're submitting a duplicate case with eVerify. They want to know why you're submitting a second one within a certain time frame. I believe it's 30 days, soon to be, I think it's 365 days here shortly. We'll go ahead and process that case. Sometimes the testing environment here takes a minute, but there we go. We've got a new case number here, David, and it's been employment authorized. And so within our platform, if we want to look for that real quick, we have the ability to kind of come up here and search by case number just to find David's record. And we can kind of quickly see his information's been complete. His I-9 information is here, authorized, etc. And if we come back into iSims, most importantly, again, and we navigate away and then come back, we see our I-9 eVerify has been updated. And we can see that the next action now is none. It's all set. This will take, the I-9 URL now takes you directly into the candidate profile within GryphonHR if you want to come back and look at those details later. And you can see in here that the completion code has been set for this employment received and employment authorized result. And that concludes our video here of showing you how easy it is to work with the GryphonHR and iSims integration for Form I-9 and eVerify. Thank you.